Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Hereditary movie review. Sorry it took me so long to review this one. I've been pretty busy, so I know this movie's a little bit old, but I'm gonna go ahead and review it anyways. I felt like it's one that I really wanted to see because it was kind of hyped up by a lot of the critics that I like. So this one's directed by a guy named Ari Aster, and I'm not too familiar with him. I looked him up, and I don't really know or have seen very many of his movies. A couple of the actors, Gabriel Byrne, you recognize him from The Usual Suspects, and he was also in End of Days. Alex Wolff, who's an up-and-coming actor. I think this guy has the potential to be big. He was in Patriots Day, and he was the nerdy guy in Jumanji. Or was he the nerdy guy? Yeah, I think he was. Yeah, he was the dude that did the homework for the big jock guy. The actress that I really recalled the most, or the actor, was Toni Collette. She was the mom in The Sixth Sense, and I thought she was great in that. And in fact, I think she got a nomination. I'm gonna go ahead right now and predict I think she's going to get a nomination for this one. It's barely halfway through the year, so I don't know if she's going to win yet, but I will let you know at the end of the year when I do my Oscar predictions. This movie was really good. If I had to describe it in one word, I would say heart pounding. Man, this guy knows how to build up tension. At one point, I could just feel my heart just pounding in my chest, and I was like, oh my god, I felt like I was gonna jump out. There are some very intense moments, and it's also a very slow burn. It doesn't take off like a rocket. I don't want to give much away. The ending, to me, kind of, when I go see a good horror movie, I want to be shaken, like when I'm walking out, and be still scared, and be scared as I'm walking in my car, driving in my car, go home and have trouble sleeping. And this movie was geared up to be that. And then in the end, they did something kind of, I was like, okay, it's kind of silly. I'm not gonna say what it was, but this movie, if you want to get scared and have a good time in the theater, it's good. Up until like the last 3 minutes of the movie, I think it was. I was like, oh, come on. But before that, this movie was not. It was predictable in some ways, but not really. I didn't know what was going on, and I wasn't sure. A lot of times early on, I expect it to be like, oh, I've seen this trope, I've seen that trope, and nope. It's like, nope, that's not what's going to happen. And then it's really like you don't know what's going on, and they don't rely really on jump scares. Sometimes you think like, oh, here it comes, you know, tension is building, it's quiet, you saw something, and no, it's almost better that way, and it puts you on edge. And I really think this is one of a long line of films that have allowed horror to really make a comeback, because horror probably, if maybe 5 years ago I would have said that's my least favorite genre. I think it's trash. You know, minus like I'm a fan of the Paranormal Activity movies, and then I think like with The Conjuring, that changed a lot of things. Ever since then, there's been a whole slew of really good horror films, and this is one of them. I've heard this movie compared to The Witch, and I can see how. It's similar. It's got similar beats. Obviously, it takes place in modern day, and man, Toni Collette was great. I'd say she stole the show. The kid too, Alex Wolff, he was really good in it as well. And you don't always see everything coming in this movie, which is good. They stay away from those old tired horror tropes, which I really, oh my god, at this point. So if I had to rate this movie, rating this movie on the Star Strider scale, sorry, my lights just shut off. I'd give this movie a 70, which on my scale, that's a solid B. Even a 60 is a B on my scale. 60 is a B minus. So I'd give this movie a 70. I've been thinking of switching to grades because I think people are like, oh, a 60, that's like a D. So. Or maybe I'll switch to a 5-point scale. How about that? I don't know. So I'd give this movie a 70, and I'd call it heart pounding. Man, I swear I was. Oh, he really. If you really want to get all tensed up and, oh, in the theater and just like grab your chair, grab your partner, whoever you're there with, this is a movie for you. If you're a horror fan, go see this movie. It's a good solid movie. If you're not a horror fan, man, don't go see it. But I think it's you know what? I'm gonna give it a 73, a little bit of a boost. How about that? Okay. So yeah, let me know what you guys thought. Did you guys see it? Did you like it? Like and subscribe. Let me know. And yeah, Hereditary. It's gets my approval. All right, take it easy, guys. Bye.